Hi everybody, Marco Carbajo here from businesscreditbuilders.org. Today's video we're going to talk about an easy business formation service. For those of you looking to incorporate your business, we're going to share with you the top 10 mistakes to avoid when you're trying to incorporate your business on your own, DIY. So we're going to share with you why this business formation service may be the best option for those of you who are looking to incorporate your business, where that's easy, fast, accurate, and compliant. So let's get started. So I want to talk to you about the top 10 mistakes to avoid when you do it yourself when it comes to incorporating your company. As you know, choosing the entity that you're going to incorporate is one of the most common mistakes that do it yourself. When you want to incorporate, you choose an LLC. That's the most default one that most people select. But what I recommend to you when you use an easy business formation service that we're going to share with you, which is fastbusinessformation.com. Now keep in mind, this doesn't replace your accountant or your tax attorney. You want to make sure that you go over what structure would be ideal for you, and then you can use an easy business formation service like the one we're sharing with you today, File Forms. Choosing the wrong business structure can make a big negative implication to your business. So you want to make sure that you don't just default and think, I just need to form an LLC, because if you plan on having employees, an S Corp does have payroll tax advantages. Then you have a corporation where if you're going to have shares and you have different owners, there's all these different things that's why an accountant or a tax attorney can help you and determine which structure is best for you. Now, the next thing is incorrect or incomplete filings. There's a process when it comes to incorporating your business, and some people can miss the articles of incorporation, the details that are required when you do that, errors in the business name, whether let's say you're missing the LLC or the Inc. in the suffix of your company, your wrong registered agent information. Now, there are easy business formation services like the one we'll share with you that does provide registered agent services. You can be your own registered agent if you want, but there are advantages to having a registered agent assigned to your company. You'll see here fastbusinessformation.com. That'll take you to File Forms, which we're going to share with you in a second. This particular company that we recommend because they provide all those solutions for you. Number 3 mistake is no operating agreement or bylaws. So owners skipping your draft internal rules creates problems if disputes happen with your business partners, if you have partners, or if they leave, or if you have a new business partner coming in. You want to have these things established correctly. Mixing business and personal finances. This is really big. Just so you know, when you incorporate your business, you want to have a separate business bank account, separate from your personal checking account. We've done videos on opening a business bank account, which you could check here once you've incorporated your business. If you do commingle your personal business finances, that can what's called pierce the corporate veil, your liability protection. And that's why you want to avoid commingling your credit, commingling your funds between bank accounts. That's why you want to have that clear separation. That's a mistake that unfortunately many business owners make. Another thing is number 5 is ignoring state and local compliance. This is really big because, as you know, depending on what state you're in, you have annual report filings you have to do, and this is something you want to make sure you keep up on. If you don't pay your annual report filing fee with your company, it can go inactive, and that can cause you to get declined from, let's say, a credit card issuer or a bank that wants to make sure your business is active with the state that it's incorporated in. So missing that annual report is a no-no. And if you do go inactive and you reactivate it, there's still a track record that shows that your business went inactive. So these are the details that you don't want. Like unfortunately, when business owners do it themselves, they incorporate, they do all the paperwork, they forget all these little details that can also cause problems in the future. Not securing required business licenses or permits. This is really huge because if you don't get the right business license or permit or even insurance for your business, sometimes when you're trying to secure a contract or you're trying to bid a contract, the actual business may require to see your business license, or they may want to see your business insurance. So these are mistakes you want to completely avoid because it can cost you landing a contract with a potential business for your company. Or no EIN or tax elections. This is number 6, is forgetting to apply for your EIN number, also known as your employer identification number. As you know, your EIN is a very, very important document. You're going to want to use this. You're going to need to have this when you're setting up your business bank account. They're going to ask for your EIN document. It's also known as your CP 575 document. I've done videos on how to update it if you do already are incorporated and you have the wrong address. You want to check this video here. But also not filing your IRS form 2553 if electing an S corp status. So when you select your entity, there are certain rules that you need to follow and steps depending on what entity structure you choose when you incorporate your business. So this is number 6. Number 7 is improper capitalization, not recording your initial owner contributions or issuing shares for your company if you're a corporation. This leaves no clear ownership trail, which you want to show that. You want to have that track record. Failing to protect intellectual property, not registering for the right trademarks or setting up your domain name early, and this can potentially cause you to risk of losing your brand to a competitor. So you want to make sure you do all these things properly when it comes to incorporating your business. Not considering ownership structure. Skipping buy-sell agreements. This can lead to disputes if a partner passes away or there's a divorce there or they sell their interest. These are all things that are mistakes that happen that you may be thinking right now, oh, I didn't know that, or I may miss this step. That's why it's important to have maybe a business formation service like we're going to talk about. Number 10 is overlooking ongoing obligations. Treating your incorporation as a one-time step. It's not. It's a constant management of your entity itself, because remember, your business entity is treated as a separate legal entity, separate from you as an individual. That's why you have certain liability protections. That's why your business entity can establish its own business credit file. It can enter into contracts on its own. So forgetting those ongoing filings, minutes, resolutions, and compliance tasks, depending on what structure you have, is a big mistake you want to avoid. All right, so let me tell you about the company we recommend that's an easy business formation services. It's an all-in-one solution called FileForms. You can go to fastbusinessformation.com. They handle everything from your entity information, getting your EIN number, your annual reports, they provide registered agent servicing. To go to this particular company, you just go to fastbusinessformation.com. That's going to take you to this website right here. This is their website. And you can see all the information here. You can go over this, what services they offer. To get started, you just click on this tab and it'll take you to the Get Started screen. Now you want to sign up right here. If you're already registered, you can log in, but you're going to need to sign up. There's no cost to sign up, but then you can break down, and of course there's a cost to form your business entity, but it can be done in less than 10 minutes, and that's why this is fast, easy business formation service. It's very convenient for those of you who are looking for accuracy and compliance. You want to make sure you don't make the mistakes that I just talked about. There's this time savings for you. This can be done in minutes, and they can take care of your record keeping. And what's best about this is you have a platform with FileForms. So if you want to incorporate several different entities, you could do that all in this one dashboard. Now, like I said earlier, this doesn't replace your CPA or attorneys. This allows you to, FileForms allows you to stay in compliance with all those regular filings you have to do every year. So that's where I just want to make sure there's a difference between using a business formation service compared to what your CPA or attorney does. The other thing is, another question is, can I form multiple businesses? Yes, you can. Once you establish your account with FileForms, you can have multiple entities and it can all be managed on one platform. That makes it easy for you. You don't have to have separate accounts. You can have all your entities in one platform. Why does proper formation matter? This makes a big difference for those of you who are looking to create a separate legal entity from yourself. You want to create a credit file for your business. You want to have liability protection. This establishes your legal entity and protects your personal assets and insurance compliance with federal and state regulations. So this is why it's important for those of you to form a legal entity separate from yourself. When you incorporate your business, you have the ability to create a credit file separate from your own. So once you do incorporate your business, you go to fastbusinessformation.com. What happens next? Now you have a separate legal entity. The next thing is you may want to raise funds for this business. How can I get credit in this company's name? Well, we offer funding for a new business entity. So if you're a brand new startup, you've now formed your company, you have your EIN number, you have your articles of incorporation or your certificate of formation, the next step is now to see, can I establish business credit cards in this company's name? Can I get maybe a loan in my company's name or a line of credit? As a startup, though, right now, the easiest type of credit you can get is net 30 accounts from suppliers and vendors, business credit cards in your company's name. Those are one of the easiest types of credit to get as a brand new entity with no track record, no funding or no revenues coming into your business, no tax returns. So that's why we offer some of these great products for those of you who are startups. We have a business credit card funding program where you can get up to $175,000 in unsecured business credit cards. This is 0% introductory offers you get with the cards we get you set up with. And that gives you interest-free money for your business. This helps you build up your company's credit file. These particular cards only report to the business credit reporting agencies. The requirements is you do have to have good, strong personal credit. At least 680 credit scores on 2 bureaus or more. We do a free review for you. So if you're curious to see what type of business credit cards can I get from my brand new entity, I do have good personal credit. I want to see how much can I raise. We'll do a review for you. We won't do a hard pull on your credit. You supply us a recent copy of your credit report. You fill out our pre-qualification form. In 24 to 48 hours, we contact you back with funding projections. At that time, if you want to move forward in acquisition, then we send you our agreement and we acquire those cards for you in less than 14 to 20 days. You'll have access to revolving credit that reports to the business credit bureaus, and you have this interest-free money you can use during that introductory period. That's how fast and simple you can start building your business and also building your company's credit. You go to businesscreditbuilders.org/pre-qualification. That'll take you to this pre-qualification form. You simply fill this out, and you want to do this after you've incorporated. If you want to find out how much you can get before you incorporate, you can do that too. That's fine. You just fill out this form, upload your credit report, and we'll get back to you in 24 to 48 hours. Another way for those of you to build business credit now that you have a brand new entity that you formed is through building business credit with vendors, suppliers, other types of credit grantors that don't necessarily look at your personal credit. They want to extend what's called store credit to you. This is credit you can buy products and services that your company may need, like office supplies, marketing materials, all these types of things that are available to you on store credit. We have this platform called our business credit building system. This goes through some of the key things you need to make sure that you cross your T's, dot your I's before you start applying for credit in your company's name, like forming your business entity, which we're sharing with you a way to do that easily. But there's other things that we want to make sure you do, like setting up your business bank account, etc. But this particular platform is a do-it-yourself platform. We do provide you all the sources and different types of vendors, suppliers that will extend credit to your company. We share with you which business credit bureaus they report to, how to apply for them, and get additional trade lines reporting on your business credit report. So you want to check that out. businesscreditbuilders.org/business credit. That's going to take you to our site right here. There's a video you can watch on this particular system. It'll give you an overview of what's entailed. And the pricing is right here when you click on Grow Your Business. We have a month-to-month plan. We also have an annual plan as well. So for those of you who are looking to establish your company for the very first time, you definitely want to consider an entity formation service like the one we just mentioned to you, File Forms. It's a very streamlined process. It's very cost effective and fast. And with that, I hope you found this video very helpful for you. Give us a thumbs up. Click subscribe. That way you're notified every single time we come out with new videos on building your business credit, getting funding for your company, whether you're a startup, existing business, or a real estate investor. Make it a great day. We'll talk to you real soon.